Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for taking the time to tune in and watch this. I have to say, I apologize. I have not filmed a video or posted a video in a while. And a part of me feels like, this is something that I'm doing for fun. It's not my job, so I don't have that much pressure. I don't feel that bad about not being as on top of it as I would like, because the reality is life happens and other things take precedence. So I just wanted to say, first, originally I hadn't posted in a while because I broke my camera. I don't know what I did to my DSLR, but I broke it, and I think it's a quick fix once I can get someone to check it out. It's something about the shutter. I don't know, but I didn't want to mess with it. So I hadn't filmed a video in a while because I simply just broke my camera. And then we've had a lot of family stressors recently. If you're a close friend of mine or you're a Facebook friend of mine, you would have known that my husband has been very sick, and he was in the hospital and he's back home now. But it was definitely a really crazy thing that we really can't even explain. Doctors even said they've been perplexed by the whole thing. And I'm glad we took the precautions that we took initially by Kevin not being at home for a while early on, so that way I didn't get sick, and of course Aida wouldn't get sick. My sister and her son, we just didn't know what was going on, and we really don't know what has happened. He is still recovering. He's at home slowly but surely getting his energy back, which for my husband it's a big deal because he is jack full of energy all of the time. And so this whole ordeal for the past 2 weeks has just been crazy. He's a very private person, so I'm not going to go into a lot of these details on a public video. People who are close to us, people who know him, and I know my husband loves to share stories, and at some point I know this will be somewhat of a I wouldn't say fun story, but it will be a story for him to share that he'll do a great job at, because that's what he does really well. But it's been very hard, emotionally and physically for him, and emotionally for him. And it really hadn't hit me how hard this has been for me until I came to work yesterday for the first time. And, being not with my family, and just being back in an element that I'm very comfortable in, around people that I know love me and love us, I just had a breakdown, and I really cried and realized just how hard it has been. To make a very long story short, he had a fever very high for days that just would not let up. He had crazy symptoms, just crazy symptoms that didn't even compute really. He was just miserable. And I really didn't think much initially at first that it was as bad as it had gotten. We went to 2 medical facilities here in town, an urgent care and eventually the emergency room here in town. And it was like, here's some medications. It's not flu, it's not strep, it's not mono. Here's an x-ray, you're good, and keep it moving. And so we treated it as such until his symptoms got worse and his temperature would not go down. And so finally we decided, okay, yeah, we're going to the emergency room in Little Rock. And initially they were kind of like, well, this doesn't make sense. And they weren't going to keep him the first night. Thank God they did, y'all. He ended up having pneumonia. They did all types of crazy procedures. They did a bone marrow biopsy, all this stuff. And all we know right now is that he's a hell of a lot better than he was initially. And I thank God for that, because you know, we had definitely some a bleak moment or two in there where we just didn't know what was going on. And we had to have some real conversations that truly, honestly, we probably should have taken the time to have those conversations long ago. And so it's just been very difficult. But through it all, I've seen so much of God's grace and love through the people that are closest to us. And we still are. And I can't thank people who have stepped in with calls, messages, checking in on him, and, you know, stepping in to watch Aida at very like random times, you know, just to do all of that. My sister's been such a big help with the kids, and my in-laws drove from California to Arkansas to help out and also to figure out what was going on because we just did not know. And they're still here, and it's been very helpful, and we're very thankful. All of that being said, I really do feel like we're on the up and up at this point. I do feel as though in a few weeks' time, maybe in a month, I don't know, we're going to be back in the swing of things, and Kevin's going to be feeling like his optimal self again. And I can't be thankful enough. I mean, thankful we have insurance, you know, thankful that we can have the opportunity to seek out these different solutions to what's going on, because some people don't have that, you know, and it's just really, it can be very upsetting, and it is upsetting. Yesterday was my first day back at work, and it was a lot. It was a very long day. And as I was getting ready to come home, I texted Kevin and I said, hey babe, I just need like 15 minutes before I see Aida just to kind of decompress and put my pajamas on and get myself, you know, ready to spend some time with her and with you. And I get home, and Aida's in the nursery with her grandmother, and Kevin's in the bedroom, and he's on his feet and he's making the bed, and you know, we say our hellos, we hug and kiss, and I walk in the bathroom, and he has my Valentine's Day gifts, some roses and some chocolates. And I just broke down because, you know, a week ago I did not know what today, yesterday, the day before would have looked like. And it was just so sweet. I'm just so thankful, guys, because it was really hard. It is hard, and I'm still processing, and that's okay. And I'll be processing this for a while. We all will. I know it affected Aida. She was totally thrown off her schedule, you know. So it's just a lot. But I thank y'all for your encouragement and your love and checking in and saying how he's doing. I really look forward to putting more content on my YouTube page this year. But I'm not in a rush to push it. Like, I have goals to do the things I want to do, but life is life, and life happens, right? And you can't change that. And I'm not one that wants to put every single moment of our life up. I don't know if that's the healthiest thing for our family. But I do know that I want to use this platform to connect with people on a therapeutic stage in a way. So there's more that I want to address that pertains to the situation and kind of what we've been going through from a therapeutic standpoint at some point. But I know that personally I have to process it and really take into account how difficult this whole thing has been, and how difficult it is when you deal with any sickness in a family with a loved one. I'm thankful that it seems very short-lived. It doesn't seem like this is going to be something that's going to be ongoing, because I know for a lot of people It's not that simple. And I'm just reminded of that, you know. If Kevin hadn't been the healthy specimen that he was to begin with, you know, if he hadn't already been the type to push himself to the limit, eat a very simple, healthy diet, to work out often, and to ride his bike to work, I don't know how this would have affected him, or if it would have been a much quicker downfall, if you will, you know. But I'm just thankful that we're here now and things are going well, and it's a lot to be thankful for, guys. And I still can acknowledge how painful and how difficult it's been at the same time. So, anywho, I look forward to bringing y'all some more videos and connecting with y'all in that way. I also, I do have a life update. So things are going to be changing for me with my job. So my schedule is going to be changing quite significantly to where I primarily will be working from home. I'll be able to come to the office 1 day a week, which will be nice. But for the most part, most of what I do will be from home after hours and on the weekends. And that will allow me to spend more time with my daughter and hopefully spend more time with my husband too. So I'm excited about that. I also know that's going to be a lot. I know it's not going to be an easy thing by any means, but I'm happy to still work for the company that I work for and still be a part of the team, you know. And I know Kevin's excited to come back to work, but I know he needs as much energy as possible to do it. So in any case, I appreciate y'all, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them down below in the comments, and I will be in touch, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.